Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Barney. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Rushes on him. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
And the Huskers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Off the play fake on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Peoples. Across the 25, he's got room. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Red pass, it's complete. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Power ahead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, Ohio State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be... And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really needed to get some distance on that punt from this spot on the field, and he did. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
The play action fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit, you cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The short hands, it's Tate. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The handoff to Johnson. Oh, better look out. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Matt Rule delivered Nebraska's first winning season since 2016, but they lost 5 games by a single possession. Now Rule's going to have to find a way to win those close games.
They got to find a way to win the close games. They made the change last year down the stretch at OC, and now does that pay off? Because I think we all believe we watched Dylan Raiola, and he's got something to him, Palmer. He's got that special to him. You can see it in spurts, but we got to get it more consistently.
This was a program that didn't look very good a couple of years ago, and what a difference 1 year makes. All of a sudden, this team believes. There's a lot of discipline, and a lot of that comes from Coach Rule, but you're right, David. That swagger that Raiola brings this offense, it just makes them different.
Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Key. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
The Huskers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Tight end now in motion. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and makes big plays.
Surging forward on the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. RPO complete to open the drive. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, they're able to complete the hitch throw against man coverage. And, hey, quarterback's got to be able to get it to him quickly because he knows that defender is going to be driving on the ball. So really nice job not hesitating, getting it to him, and then he gets what he can get after the catch.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sayed. And the quick shuffle pass. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Now on first down from the 30. Quarterback on the keeper. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it, went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the catch. It's Tate. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Hunt is on its way. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the 1st quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Hauls it in. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Bonner. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the 1st, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Huskers are flying down the field. Off the boot, looking for his man. Quickly out to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The give to the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
The Cornhuskers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Huskers will call on their punt team. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They're facing a 3rd down. To throw, it's Sayin. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds the tight end. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another 1st down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the air. It's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30. Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
The spin, still on his feet. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run play action. Under fire. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. First 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it! Can't quite cross the frame to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Those third downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder, but this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up 1st and goal.
They've been great on 3rd down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, there is no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll move the tight end. To the ground with the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig. I am hip, but you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska's going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Bonner. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
No chance to run, but still a good game.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
3rd down play from the gun. Finds his man. It's Hunter. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Lost to throw again. Big fella moving. Give him 6. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
That is a total bust by the defense. You can't go out there with 6 DBs and allow a wide receiver to be that wide open, make the catch, and then even make a nice run after it. Somebody made a big mistake in the back end.
Using his feet. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. With the catch, it's Peoples. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on third down. Trying to beat the DT. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line, but 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a third down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And this one is perfect. And now they regain the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And as we wind down here in the first half, the offense will just take a knee and try to muster its forces for the second half attack as they trail going to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Huskers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big.
He's loose on the right. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Handoff to the single running back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Here's a heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Got it behind the line. It's Tate. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
To the air, it's Sayin. Caught near the sticks, it's Smith. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, really nice catch there getting the 1st down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. Think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on 1st-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the 1st round.
With the catch, it's Tate. Turning it on! And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on
touchdown Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Barney. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Pulls and fires complete.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
Second down coming up. He'll pull it on the read. Slithers into space. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
The give to the tailback. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Key. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
The Cornhuskers are marching down the field. He'll keep it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Keeps it on the draw. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth.
Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Might as well give it to him again. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Man, there's not a running back in the country that doesn't want to get fed and get fed and get fed, and he has been. He's been fed, and now he's up to 150 yards, so great productive day for this running back and create a lot of balance on this offense.
Trying play action. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They'll try the run. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Tate. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Spits it out to the back. Got the quick pass. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Right, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, you know, listen, they aren't as great as corners in covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. At midfield, he's got room. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Surprise, surprise. Guess who they go to? That guy.
The Buckeyes are on the move. Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Sayin. Makes the catch. Stumbled to the ground.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Tate. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. from the gun. They'll try the middle. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback will keep it. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch around the 50. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tate. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Wide receiver going in motion. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Option look. It's Sayin. Powers through the defender. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Dumps it to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Peoples. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
On the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock.
The Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. A little screen to the running back. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll do it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Power football with the run. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Yeah, and a nice effort by the running back. Way to get some positive yards. Nice play call. Still short, though, right? Now it's 4th and short. Decision time. It's not a decision. You're going for it. But what play do you want to run to go for it?
And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Makes a man miss. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that